All right, today we are in Southlake, and as you can see, the lake is south of me. I'm just kidding, that's not actually the real lake. But let me ask you a question. Don't you just love going to the DPS to renew your driver's license? Oh, you don't? Well, if you lived in Southlake, this is what your DPS would look like. Look at those statues. Oh, wait, who's that? What's up, Levi?
What's up, Jimmy? I've been there this whole time. Yeah, this should give you an idea of the money that's involved here in Southlake. So if you join us on this video, we're going to take you around town and also take you to a couple of houses so you can see some different price points, and we're going to get after it right now.
Hey, this is your first time to this channel and you want to know everything that there is to know about eating, sleeping, working, playing, the good and the bad of living in Dallas, Texas and surrounding suburbs like here we are today in Southlake, then go ahead, hit the subscribe button below, tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to stay current on everything Dallas. Hey, my name is Jimmy Webb Jr.
And I'm Levi Lassick, and you know, Jimmy and I, we get calls and emails every single day from people just like you looking to make their move to Dallas or even Southlake, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, be sure you give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. We'd be happy to help you make a smooth move to Dallas or any surrounding area like Southlake here. And as you can see, we are in the heart of Southlake, in the city center, and actually Jimmy can kind of
I'll do a little shadow.
Yeah, it's a little blocked by the trees, but
yeah, there's good shops around there. A lot of good shopping, actually. That's the courthouse right there.
Yeah, this is actually several city blocks right in this area, but all extremely walkable. If you want to park, you can get everywhere. But you've got restaurants, bars, boutiques, clothing, jewelry, everything you need or are looking for, you can find right here at the Southlake City Center. So it is kind of like the main hub where people like to come, and everything is practically brand new here. I mean, Southlake is known for not sparing any dollar, let's just say. They like to go all out and really and they do it right. This whole suburb is a master plan suburb and was done extremely well. And as you can see, you don't even see like power lines around here. Everything is in the ground, which makes it very aesthetically pleasing, and it just gives a whole new feel to it. But everything's done in brick and stone and just very well done. Kind of looking, yeah, very classic Texas style.
So let's do this. Let's take you for a stroll around the neighborhood, shall we?
Yeah, let's go check out some homes and some different price points.
All right, let's go.
All right, so we are here at the first price point in Southlake, Texas, and we're looking in the price range between $400,000 to $600,000. That's where we like to start. But the thing is here in Southlake, the median home price is $650,000, and the average home sale price right now is actually $1.5 million. So you're gonna have to bring your pocketbook if you want to come to Southlake. But we're gonna show you what you can get for $450,000. Actually, if you come this way a little bit, Jimmy, you can see over here, right behind me, right there. So this is kind of a condo style single family residential home, if that makes sense. But these are kind of like they're kind of like 0 lot houses, and that's about the best you're going to get here in Southlake for $450,000. But it's still a 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath, just over 2,700 square feet. So that's really, even at $166 a square foot, that's below the average for here in Southlake. So it's still a pretty good deal. And if you're looking just to be in Southlake for the school district, but you know you don't have a higher price point to work with, then you can get into something like this that's right behind me with, you know, again, 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 27. That is not a small home. So even though you're kind of missing the yard aspect, there's a lot to do around here. There's some trails and common areas and things like that throughout this little neighborhood. So you know, it's just, you're kind of missing out a little bit on just the backyard aspect. But again, hey, less maintenance, right? So that's the good thing. But still, this is about what you're going to get starting at about $450,000 right here in Southlake, and we're right down the street. We kind of showed you the main city area, the main city center where all the shops and restaurants. This is only about 2 miles from there, and all along the street that we passed down here is just more shops and restaurants and commercial. So you have easy access to everything you need, and the schools are not that far away. And of course, if you have a lower price point and you want to come into the Southlake schools, then that's exactly why you want to maybe get one of these lower priced homes and sacrifice the yard. And trust me, there's plenty of sports and things like that and activities at the Southlake schools that your kids can partake in. They'll be very tired by the time they get home, so you don't have to worry about them running around in the yard too much anyways. But still,
yeah, the other option, if you want to get in at the lower price point, is condos. You can go condos, like there's some right behind us right there. One thing that maybe most people don't know about Southlake is there are no apartments, right? So Southlake, the city, has a decade by decade plan and benchmarks that they want to hit, and they're very strict about planning this whole thing out. So apartments is one of those rules where they're not going to have apartments here. They want to keep the family atmosphere and keep everything kind of spread out.
So now let's Jimmy, let's take them over and let's look at something in the $600,000 range.
Let's do it. All right, so now we're in a mid-range neighborhood. Well, we say mid-range, but it's really that 600 to 900 range. And I want to take a moment to talk about the schools for a second, because the schools are very top rated here in the state of Texas. There are 5 elementary schools in Southlake, all very highly rated in the state of Texas. You'll see them in frequently in the top 10 list, top whatever list. And everything feeds into one senior high school, Southlake Carroll High School. There's a pretty cool hashtag that they have here. It's called #expect excellence, which is certainly, of course, in the academic classroom, but also on the athletic fields as well. Their high school football team is always challenging for the state title, which is pretty cool to see. They've had Chase Daniel, who plays in the NFL. They've had some good talent.
Terry Bradshaw,
yeah, DeMarcus Ware come out. He played for the
Cowboys. There's a long list of professional athletes that have come out of Southlake. Too many to,
yeah, so
too many to talk about here.
But that's kind of the vibe, though. So as you can kind of tell, maybe if you haven't already, parents are more than willing to shell out a little bit extra for those private lessons, on the field with private coaches and everything, and it really does show up on the field. And so Southlake, I would say, is kind of like a smaller Frisco. If you haven't checked out our Frisco video, you'll want to check that out. And it's also kind of the Highland Park of Tarrant County over here on the west side. So, Southlake is, you've got everything that you need. They call it the bubble here in Southlake because you literally have everything you need. You don't really leave Southlake. This is a golf cart kind of town. People have golf carts around here. And so you've got everything from, fine dining, every kind of grocery store, all the shopping, you've got everything in here. But the one con that one parent actually told me when I was talking to her was, that town square that we showed you earlier, it gets pretty crazy over the weekend because people come from outside of Southlake to that town square, and she said you couldn't pay me to be there on the weekend. So that's kind of the one con. If you're planning on going there on the weekend, be ready for a busy time. So, but yeah, Levi, let's talk about this neighborhood. This house actually right here is for sale at the moment. But you want to talk about that?
Yeah, this is a 5-bedroom, 4-bathroom house. It's actually 4,200 square feet, and the price is at $640,000. So that puts it right at $152 a square foot, which is again crazy low, especially if you're coming from California or New York. That's insane. But look at that size of house you can get. It actually has a 3-car garage as well. So, which cars are very popular here in Texas, and this is definitely a driving city. And the other thing is this home was built in 1997, and this is what you're going to see if you're going to be in this price range between $600,000 to $800,000. You will come across some new construction, but you're also going to come across some of these homes that were built in the late 90s, early 2000s, which are going to be this traditional type of brick style home, and likely going to need some updates if you want it to fit more within your taste. But A lot of them are going to be move-in ready as well. So it's just a matter of finding what's right for you and what you're looking for. And so, with that being said, this is really what you can expect to find. Again, this is 640, so 640,000. So if we step up to the 750, 800,000, you'll get a little bit of a newer home with some nice upgrades. But this should just give you an idea about where you'll fall in that price range.
Yeah.
And oh, you got something else?
I was gonna say let's go to the next one.
Okay, well that's what I was gonna say, Jimmy.
No way.
It's like we're a team or something.
No. All right, we'll see you in the next neighborhood. Let's go.
All right, so in this neighborhood, these homes are just over $1 million, and as you can see right behind us, this home is actually listed at just under $1.2 million. Now, with that comes 5 bedrooms, 4 baths. It's 6,475 square feet.
It's a big boy.
And yeah, it's huge. And it was built in 2005, so you can see it's a massive house. All the homes in this neighborhood are of course, about the same size. But that price per square foot is just, or price per square foot is actually around $180 or so, which again, still extremely
hard
low.
to beat.
That's a little higher than the other homes that we looked at, but you're still, under $200 a square foot in Texas. Again, coming from out of state, it's a bargain really. But if you want that size of house, close to, we just passed up the high school, not too far down the road. We're actually not even that far from the main city center. So this neighborhood is actually in close proximity, not even less than probably half a mile to the high school, and then half a mile to the main city center, where you can enjoy all the shops and restaurants and bars that are located just in those particular city blocks. But other than that, this is a great home for sale if this is your price range, and this is typically about what you'll find here in the $1.2 million range. And actually, what's funny is as we were coming through here, Jimmy recognized
So this is off of Whitechapel Road, which was a main road in Southlake, and I was like, as soon as we turned that corner over there, I was like, wait a second, I've been on this street before. And one of my buddies actually lives over there, and a funny story about how he ended up picking that house. It was a new construction home, and he has a funny relationship, good sense of humor with God and everything. And there's a Whitechapel, as you might expect, on Whitechapel Road. And when his kid walked in and he said, Daddy, look, there's a cross up there. He said he knew right then and there that that was the house that he was going to move into. But yeah, we'll show you that chapel if I haven't already. But great little neighborhood here, really cool spot.
And
right
what we're gonna do
now,
so what we're doing, let's wrap this up, Jimmy. Let's go find a coffee shop. We'll take you inside a local little coffee shop, and let's recap everything that we've come across so far here in Southlake.
Let's do it. We'll see you there. All right, so we stopped in here in Moxie's here in the town center for a little Guinness,
some brewskis. Shout out to our friend Jackson, who really likes the brewskis.
And my friend Scott over here at Moxie's for you. And I'll drink if you drink.
Yeah. I was gonna say check out these fries too, man. I feel like I'm showing fries in every one of these shots, so it's maybe that's my thing. Jackson
Levi steals fries from my plate every time.
I like my French fries and my coffee, and my beer.
But so here in Southlake, the reason why it's called Southlake in the first place is because it borders Grapevine Lake. It's on the south side of Grapevine Lake. Population.
That makes sense.
It does?
Yeah.
I hope so. Yeah, population 32,000. So it's not that big when you compare it to the likes of Frisco, Plano, or the ones that we've done in the past. If you haven't checked out those videos, you definitely want to check those out and do a little compare and contrast on where you might see yourself, right? This neighborhood is everybody owns their homes here. It's 93% owner occupied. The median home value, as we said before, is $650K. The rent, if you do want to rent here, The rent's going to be about $14.50.
And you're probably going to rent a single family home because there's no apartments here.
Yeah, no apartments.
Or a condo. You might rent a condo. So, and actually find something for $1,400. I would say probably be a little bit of a challenge, but they're out there if you wanted to try to rent here first.
Fine. Yeah. So the median income here in Southlake is going to be in that 240,000 range. So, kind of, if that wasn't obvious already, then you figure that out. But as we've said before, it's kind of like the Highland Park of Tarrant County over here on the west side, right? It sits, just on the west side of the DFW airport. I mean, you're literally 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes tops away from the airport, depending on how far away you are off of 114, the major highway that runs through here. But the schools is why people know. I mean, it's some of the top rated schools in all of Texas.
Yeah, and so if you want to talk a little bit about the current market right now, which of course, as real estate agents, that's what we love to do. There's actually only 93 homes as we go into 2021. Only 93 homes for sale in all of Southlake. As Jimmy mentioned, with a population of 32,000, you really do get a good, that southern Texas hometown feel here. But of course, Southlake comes with the cost, right? But with only 93 homes on the market, that is actually a 32% decrease just in the last 30 days. So that tells you that the inventory is even lower, moving into 2021. And so the key for that is there's still some deals to be found, and of course, but really speed is your friend in this type of market. So if you see something online that you're interested in, number one, we've got the one video you need to check out, the 6 must-dos before moving to Dallas, which talks about narrowing down your search and your criteria, contacting us so we can help you do that. But if you see something you like and you are coming from out of state, we can take a look at that for you as well. We can do a live FaceTime. Or a Zoom call as well, and walk around the house. But the thing is that homes are moving quickly, and so speed is your friend. You can still get a good deal, and homes are still priced pretty well, and they're not overpriced. But the thing is that they're coming in with multiple offers, and so if something hits the market, we've got to move fast. Or one thing is to maybe wait. If you come into town to make a visit, a day or two before you come into town, we gather up a list to make sure to see what's available and what's out there, and then we try to take a look. But at this point right now, things are moving quickly. And actually, the median home price was $650, but the average home sale price right now here in Southlake is $1.5 million. So even those homes over $1 million are moving pretty quickly. And again, people are coming to the suburbs. They want to get into the better schools. They're kind of getting out of the city.
So this is very intentional when they come to Southlake and want to move here.
Right. And so what that looks at is that averages the price per square foot of around $295 in Southlake as a whole. But as you saw on the homes that we showed you earlier, we were at $150, $160, and the last one, even the $1 million home, it was at $180 a square foot. I mean, you're just not going to find that hardly anywhere else in the country. So it is a tremendous deal to still be here. When you look at the price per square foot and compare that, you're still, even though you may feel like you're paying a higher price, but again, that was for a 6,700 square foot home. I mean, that's a mini mansion. That's a mini mansion right there. The most expensive listing on the market right now is $9.9 million. So that should tell you the ceiling that you can find here in Southlake. So if you want to stretch your dollar a little bit more, the homes go up to $9.9 million as of currently on the market right now.
So now let's talk about the economy a little bit here. So basically a little history lesson for you. What happened was Ross Perot owned a bunch of land over in Westlake. So you've got Southlake, and then kind of on the west side of Grapevine Lake is Westlake.
I was about to ask which direction Westlake was in of the lake.
So Ross Perot just sold a bunch of that, and there are a couple of headquarters coming over here to Southlake. There's a bunch of companies and a lot of places to work over here. I mean, you got Frisco Group, Sabre Holdings, TD Ameritrade, Carroll ISD. If you're a teacher,
Yeah, TD Ameritrade actually has over 2,000 employees, and Sabre Holdings has over 3,000 employees. So those are both headquartered here. So if you're in those industries, this is the place to be. Maybe that's why there's so much money around here, huh?
Yeah.
All those TD Ameritrade people, man, they're just buying everything up.
Yep.
Was it?
Hospital?
Yeah, Texas Health. Texas Health is one of the major employers, the Presbyterian Hospital. So that's a pretty. If you're in the health industry, nurse or doctor, then you've got a great health system right here in Southlake as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Berkey's True Fire Kitchen was where we were at earlier. They had some great lunch.
Oh, I got some shrimp and with rice noodles, a little spice to them. It was a nice spice.
Yeah, we were talking about
it wasn't the lingering spice.
It didn't linger. Yeah, it was a little hello.
And it was like and
then it got out of there, which is I like that kind of spice. Right there.
It was a good spice.
And the burger, which the waitress recommended to me, was top notch as well. So, Veterans Valet, FlowTrack Software, which is an engineering software company over there. Emerge Energy, which is mining and mineral. I mean, you got all sorts of different genres around here. So whatever you're into, probably a company that'll fit your needs. And
or if you're working from home.
Yeah, that too.
Or if you work at the airport, if you're in the airline industry, the airport's literally, like Jimmy said, right down the street. So, if you're a pilot or an attendant or something, you direct the pilots and attendants to get around. The airport's also a pretty large employer.
I've always wanted to be one of those guys who feels like, I think that would be so fun. But I don't know how to do it.
That would be you, wear fluorescent colors and just get in the way of everybody.
Guide the way.
Guide the way. That's what I meant. Guide the way, not get in the way. Right. So really, I mean, I think that really kind of wraps up our tour of Southlake, and we hope you found some value in this. If you did, please like and share this video. Also subscribe below. And remember, even if you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, I realize if you're moving in 9 days, you've probably already made some arrangements. But if you have any other lingering questions, feel free to ask anyways. We'll still be happy to help you out. And also comment below if those questions. If you've got some questions about Southlake in general, or some of the favorite things, if you're from Southlake or you used to live in Southlake, you could also comment below and share those ideas or thoughts with everyone else on this video. That would be awesome. And again, please feel free. Shoot us a call. Shoot us a text. Yeah.
Shoot us a text.
Give us a call.
Give us a text. Shoot us a call.
If you give us a call, we'll take the call. And that's the most important part, is if you give us a call, we will take the call.
We will not. Yes. So, anyway.
With that being said,
I'll see you around town.
Hope to see you around town.
Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.